And I developed at that time this feeling, that belief that I was not worthy because there wasn't enough. So I felt deprived, and I connected that feeling of deprivation with the feeling of, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy to have what I want, even the basics, right? And when I looked at that belief that actually was created at that time when I was a child, I was able to shift this issue because I could understand why I had this issue in the first place. I didn't want to feel deprived. I didn't want to feel unworthy. I didn't want to feel less than or not good enough. So I just kept eating so that I don't feel deprived. So when we look at where the issue is coming from, we can shift it. And very often it's on the unconscious, right? So I didn't understand. I didn't know where it was coming from. So I couldn't just shift it with just the willpower alone and desire alone. I needed to look at what was causing it. And then I was able to shift it.
If you don't know me yet, I'm Robin Thomas, founder of Living Well Connections, a healthy living community that supports, educates, and empowers us all to make healthy decisions toward a more balanced and fulfilling life. I have a background in medical research, and I love exploring the interplay of our physical, mental, and spiritual selves. Originally from Ukraine, Olga Navrotska has lived in the U.S. for over 24 years. She practices hypnotherapy and mindset coaching, helping people who are ready for deep subconscious and spiritual healing, releasing unworthiness, self-doubt, and unhealthy patterns, and reconnecting with inner peace, self-love, and a deeper connection to themselves. I'm so happy that you're here to record a podcast with me. Oleya, I love that name. I love that informal name for you. And I'm going to say it again so I get it in my head, Oleya.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Robin. It's such a pleasure to be here.
We have a great conversation coming up because times are rough. Times are rough for some people right now. And you really help others with your practice, with your hypnotherapy practice. Now you have a lot of other tools you bring in for that, because I know we're all individuals and different things work better for different people. So what is one of the first things when you see someone, when they've come to you for help, what is one of the first things you do with them?
When people come to me for help, it's usually they're experiencing challenges in their life, whether challenges would be emotional challenges or behavioral challenges or mental challenges, right? So something's happening in their life that they cannot resolve on their own. Maybe they have done a lot of other work. Maybe they went to the therapist, to a psychotherapist, or to a medical doctor, and maybe they have done a lot of personal work, personal development work, but still they feel kind of stuck in the old patterns that they can't seem to shift. And so hypnotherapy is usually probably the last thing that people go to, because it's not, it's got a lot of misconceptions, but it is so very powerful. And when they come to me, we're able to look at where it's coming from, the root causes of the issue. Usually it's coming from the past, right? Something happening in the past when they were a child. Some events happened that caused them to believe in something, and that creates a lot of feeling. And then that belief, coupled with the feeling, creates a behavior. So usually we'll look at that, and it's usually coming from the subconscious mind. It's subconscious mind. It's something that basically a storage, like a huge storage of all of the information about the past, even the past lives, because I work with past lives as well. I do past life regression as well. So we're looking at the past, what happened in the past, and what is stored in that in the subconscious mind, the feelings, the beliefs, the conclusions, the events that happened. They made certain interpretations of those events, And that created certain beliefs that then solidified, and they carried them over into the present, causing an issue, causing a challenge.
That's so amazing. That's so amazing. I did a little work one time with someone, and she was doing body talk with me, which is another technique, and found out that something that was really bothering me as an adult, I was in utero. She said I was 3 months in utero.
Mm-hmm.
And that it just led to some feelings of unacceptance and maybe someone leaving me, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that was fascinating. It took a while to figure it out until she said 3 months, and I'm saying I don't remember anything. 3 months in utero, but my body cells did. My body did, or the subconscious did. Remember. And I spoke with my older brother, my oldest brother, and he said, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." It was an upsetting time when Mom found out she was pregnant with you. It was a very unexpected pregnancy, and it was a very upsetting time. And she was worried and upset. And he said it was the first time I ever really saw Mom cry hard. And I'm like, oh, great. Of course, he then went on to say, once I was born, he fell in love with me. But
yeah. So very often when we are in the womb, we can feel the emotions. We can feel the emotions of the parents, well, particularly the mother, whether she wanted that pregnancy, whether she was sad or upset or angry. We could feel that, and we can internalize that. Even as little babies, we can internalize our parents' emotions. We can turn them on to us. We can start feeling, oh, it's my fault that she doesn't want me. Or even some people will say, I don't want to come out because my parents don't want me. I just want to sit there where it's comfortable, where it's safe. I don't want to come out because I don't know what to expect. So it is
interesting. That's very interesting. That's fascinating. That and it has so much to do with worthiness, self-worthiness. And absolutely. I think you do help a lot of people with that self-acceptance, that self-worthiness.
Yes. One of the major components of my work is self-acceptance, accepting yourself as you are, accepting yourself where you are, because very often we resist ourselves, whatever we don't like about ourselves, some personality traits, whatever behaviors or feelings or mental thoughts, we might not accept that in ourselves, and that creates a lot of resistance. And we all know that when there's a lot of resistance, we can't move forward. We can't change whatever we don't like. So the first step is self-acceptance, accepting yourself with all of the issues, accepting yourself as a human being capable of making mistakes, and forgiving yourself for those mistakes, and accepting yourself with all of your parts, right? With the negative parts, with the positive parts, because we're all human and we're all on the path of learning. And so when we accept ourselves, the resistance stops. And then we have a way to move forward. We're not fighting with ourselves anymore, because when we fight, there is no possibility of change. We can't move forward. We can't.
Yeah, it's not this just to bear down and I'm not going to be that person anymore. You are that person, but there's ways to work through it, and you help them work through it. I love that. I love that. Yeah. I know that as I've aged, I'm learning more about myself, and also because I meet so many wonderful practitioners such as you, I have learned a whole lot about myself that I would not have known in just going along myself on my own. I mean, I think it takes somebody's and helping with their skills to really work through this process.
Yeah,
but I am quite, so I'm quite the introvert. You wouldn't think. People don't think I am here on the podcast, but I actually am. And as a child, very, very much, very shy, very introverted as a child. And I've learned to use, I I'm still introverted, but I'm joyfully introverted.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I love having conversations with people. It's not I don't love people, but I also love being on my own. Someone said I am a hermit, which is why so I take vacations that it's not party vacations, it's vacations out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So you need that time and that space to reconnect with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is very important, reconnecting with ourselves. There's so much busyness in the world. There's so many things that we need to do. We forget to reconnect with ourselves, to reconnect with our bodies, to reconnect with our minds. And that helps to understand ourselves, right? When we reconnect, we know what we need. We know what our body needs. We know what our emotional body needs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting to know that. And it takes time. It takes time, but it also, I think with your skills and hypnotherapy and other skills, you can quicken that time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because so many things are in the subconscious, which means we're not aware of them. And when we do the hypnotherapy work, we go into the subconscious. We'll look at what is there, what feelings are there, what beliefs were there, created there,
Mhm.
and how we understand that our reactions and our responses are coming from the past. And when we look at that, when we learn that, where it's coming from, it actually helps us to feel more compassionate and kind to ourselves, because those behaviors and those feelings, they're not trying to hurt us. They're just messengers, right? They're just showing us what needs to be healed, what needs more love, what needs more compassion, more kindness, more attention from ourselves. And so when we do this work, yes, it definitely creates a lot of self-compassion and understanding.
Yeah, yeah, that's well, and you said it so well too. It's wonderful. That's good. That's good. So you get to know yourself, self-acceptance, know where we are,
Mm-hmm.
and accepting that we're not bad. We're just, this is where we are.
Human.
And then learning more and more about ourselves, and then release resistance. Now, especially people, well, I guess people have resistance to a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
But I know people who, friends of mine who are in businesses on their own, often it hits it harder a little bit, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you help people release resistance?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we'll look at the parts of themselves that they don't like, that they reject, that they resist. And then we'll look at when that behavior, when that pattern was created, and what that pattern is doing for them. Because very often, an unhealthy pattern will have a reason to exist. And part of the mind will want that pattern to be there. So, for example, just to give an example, I used to struggle with overeating way back many years ago. Among other eating disorders that I had, I used to struggle with overeating, and I couldn't understand why. I tried to shift it using the power of, my willpower, and nothing seemed to help. And then when I did a hypnotherapy session on that particular issue, I discovered that when I was a child, food was scarce. I was living in Ukraine, and there wasn't a lot of food, even though both of my parents, they had full-time jobs, they were engineers, but we didn't have enough money for food. And I developed at that time this feeling, that belief that I was not worthy because there wasn't enough. So I felt deprived, and I connected that feeling of deprivation with the feeling of, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy to have what I want, even the basics, right? And when I looked at that belief that actually was created at that time when I was a child, I was able to shift this issue, because I could understand why I had this issue in the first place. I didn't want to feel deprived. I didn't want to feel unworthy. I didn't want to feel less than or not good enough. So I just kept eating so that I don't feel deprived. So when we look at where the issue is coming from, we can shift it. And very often it's on the unconscious, right? So I didn't understand, I didn't know where it was coming from. So I couldn't just shift it with just the willpower alone and desire alone. I needed to look at what was causing it. And then I was able to shift it.
Right. Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah. You actually told me you wanted to demonstrate a little, like a meditation, or what are we demonstrating here?
Yeah, yeah. So I wanted for people to experience just for a little bit the sense of self-acceptance, accepting themselves in the moment, because life is nothing more just a series of moments, right? Moment after moment after moment. So, and we can choose and pick any moment from the day and choose to accept ourselves in that moment. So I wanted to offer this little meditation where we experience, where your audience can experience this acceptance, self-acceptance in the moment.
That'd be lovely.
All right, so we can do that. Okay, so I invite you to just take a deep breath.
I would say don't do this. Don't listen to this while you're driving.
Yes, don't do it while you're driving, operating heavy machinery. Yes. So just taking a deep breath, exhaling fully, and feel free to close your eyes. Just allow yourself these moments to be at peace at this time. There's nothing to fix, nothing to do. And I want to invite you to tune into your body at this moment. Tune into your inner environment. And just feel what's there. What sensations are present inside you? You might feel tension in some areas or expansiveness. You might feel heat, warmth. You might feel the sensations moving around in your body. Whatever you feel is okay. Whatever you feel is welcome. Even if it's pain, anything is welcome. Anything is accepted. And I invite you to make space for all of those sensations without judging them or assessing them or wanting them to go away. Just breathe into those areas. Inviting spaciousness and peace into whatever you're feeling in your body. And I invite you to notice if there are any feelings or emotions that are present. Maybe some residual emotion from before, or something that's coming up right now as a result of this exercise. Just notice those emotions without judgment. Without needing them to go away. Welcoming them, making space for them. It is okay to feel whatever you're feeling. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to be human, to have issues, to make mistakes, to be imperfect. You're allowed to be who you are. You're allowed to be where you are. You're allowed to be at peace with yourself, at peace with your issues. Just keep breathing into those areas on your body. It might feel uncomfortable. Allowing yourself to be just as you are at this moment. And you might start noticing how safe you feel at this moment. Just allowing yourself to be brings the feeling of safety and comfort. And the truth is that you are safe. You are supported. You are always guided. And by accepting yourself in the moment, you're allowing that guidance to come through. You're allowing the flow of creative energy to flow through you. And to illuminate your path. So just take a few deep breaths. Send in appreciation and gratitude to every part of you, even the parts of you that are resisting this process at this time. And whenever you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and come back to full awareness.
I feel so light.
Yes, this is what this exercise does.
This is wonderful. And I have a confession to make. I'm professional from the waist up. I've got shorts and bare feet on the way in. So I love going barefoot. So that's so I was like, oh, I can wiggle my toes.
Yeah, you get to experience your body.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that was delightful. And I know my audience. I know my audience. We're gonna love this.
Yes, and I invite people to do it not just once, but to do it regularly throughout the day. Whenever they're feeling upset or sad or angry, or just maybe nothing is happening, they're not feeling much of anything, but just reconnecting with themselves, reconnecting with their emotional body, physical body. It just helps to regulate the nervous system, to calm that system down, because you're listening to your body when you do that, and your body responds. So this is very important to do throughout the day.
And the repetition of it really helps.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, it's like a mini meditation, like reconnecting, tuning in, what's happening, what's going on. Sometimes people might be feeling pain, but then they're not even aware that they have pain. And often I will reconnect, I will tune in into my body, and I will feel, oh, I'm having a headache. And I didn't realize that I was having a
I didn't
headache.
realize it.
Not after, yeah. I didn't realize. Just after I tuned in, I feel, oh, okay, my body is not that okay. Maybe I am overstimulated or overdoing things or overthinking things. But I wasn't even aware of that before I tuned
That you
in.
had a headache. You were too busy thinking about all the other things, all the things. I think that's one of the best parts is you don't think of the things during the meditation. Or if you do, okay, I thought of it coming back. You know, that kind of like, it's okay.
Yes.
It's kind of like a mother patting you on the back, like, it's okay.
Yes, you're okay. You're okay, and everything's okay.
Good. Well, this has just been a delight. I'm in the air right now. What is the best way for people to reach out to you? I'm gonna have contact. You sent me some contact information, in particular your Instagram account and your website. And those two things I definitely will have in the show notes, so people can follow you on Instagram, get to know you even better, check out your website, because you have an excellent website. It explains a lot. It's good.
Thank you. Yeah, so my website is yourlightheart.com, and my Instagram account is yourlightheart. And I also have a YouTube channel, also Your Light Heart, so people can access me through any of those means.
Well, I'll add the YouTube channel too, of course.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, shoot, I appreciate this so much, and
thank you so much.
I can't believe it's over.
Thank you so much.
But it's on a high note. This is like, oh, wow. It's great. So thank you for taking time to record this with me, and we'll spread it out. Spread it to others.
Thank you so much, Robin. It's been such a pleasure, and you're just delightful. It's delightful to speak to you.
Thank you so much for joining me at my Over 40 and Fabulous podcast. If this podcast has been helpful for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with those in your life who need to hear this empowering message. And don't forget to download my free gift, 5 Ways to Get Started with Healthy Habits Without Getting Overwhelmed. This free guide leads you through 5 small steps that will allow you to ease into healthy habits until they become a natural part of your life. It's wonderful if you're just not quite sure how to get started. To get this helpful guide, go to robinthomas.biz/community support, and I will put it in the show notes too. Drop in your email and it will arrive straight to your inbox. Bye for now, and I'll see you next